What's going on, you guys? What's up? My name's Barbarian, and welcome to the premiere episode of Talking Crafting Dead, the show that goes over everything and anything Crafting Dead. So if you guys are excited about this, you like the Crafting Dead roleplay, then stick around because you guys are in for a treat. Now, before we get into your guys' questions and comments, I want to give everybody a spoiler warning. If you haven't caught up with Crafting Dead, that means if you're not current with Season 7, Episode 9, make sure you click off this video. You're not going to want to get anything spoiled for you. There will be spoilers in this video. We're going to be talking a lot about what happened in those episodes, as well as what we think will happen next. So if you guys need to go catch up and rewatch it, there will be a playlist down in the description where you can do that. Hopefully, I'll see you back on here. Alright guys, if you're still here, that means you're all caught up. Let's get right into what happened this week on Crafting Dead. Episode 8 started off with a lot of action. The group was panicking because of the alarm sounding in the prison, but Husky Mudkips had a great way out. We snuck out through the sewer system. We were able to find Unicomics, the general. However, we did manage to find Ghetto, but we weren't able to free him in episode 8. We couldn't find the key, so Ghetto told his group to come back later for him. Then in episode 9, Nick struggles with leaving Ghetto behind, causing AK Shark and Corey to volunteer to be part of a rescue operation to free Ghetto from the prison. Husky Mudkips also comes in clutch with another suggestion that we power down the prison using a generator stored off-site. The group heads off to find the generator, and AK manages to blow it up, causing the prison to go completely dark. But things weren't over yet, as the explosion caused a horde of zombies to form outside of the power plant, forcing the group to fight their way out using grenades. After making it out of the power plant unscathed, the group heads towards the prison for what looks to be a very action-packed Season 7 finale. That finale, of course, is going to be going up this Sunday. That's just 2 days from when this video got posted, so make sure that if you aren't already, subscribe so you don't miss that video as well. Now, personally, I think the group could have found a much better way of disabling the generator rather than just blowing it up. I don't think they needed to. I think that if they had tried a little bit harder and looked around a little bit more, maybe they would have found a lever or a switch. Either way, the group did decide to blow up the generator, and that did get what we asked for. We needed the power to be off in the prison so we could get past the alarm system, and I guess if the ends justify the means, why not? But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments section below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think the group should have done. Did they do the right thing by blowing up the generator? Should they have tried to save it for future use? I'll be reading all the comments down below and using some of them for next week's episode, so make sure to leave some good ones. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you can find the link to that down in the description. But if you do, you may have seen me ask for questions last week using the hashtag TalkingCD for Talking Crafting Dead. And here are some of the best questions that you guys came up with. Lexa Loves Llamas tweeted, "What is your favorite episode of Crafting Dead that you recorded?" I have to say, I've had a lot of favorite episodes, but I really like the episodes that crossed over with Sky. It was just a lot of fun to write two different perspectives for the same series. It was something that I've never done before. I don't know if I'll do it again, but it was really, really exciting to have both of those going up at the same time. So those would have to be my favorite, right around Season 5 going into Season 6. Maji Pro asks, how many seasons do you think Crafting Dead will last? Do you have a set goal of how many you want to make? I don't think I have a set number of seasons. It's more just wherever the story takes me. And I've always given this some thought. A lot of people ask me, Barbarian, will you end the Crafting Dead after a certain season or after a certain amount? And I don't want to set myself up to have a set limit. You know, I really like the idea of continuing the story as long as it goes. So to answer your question, Moji, no, I don't have a set limit. I think that I'll probably be making Crafting Dead as long as everybody wants to watch it. Mike the Moose 14 asks, if you could save one person in the Crafting Dead, who would it be? My one regret is that Barney's character didn't have more time to develop. I know that a lot of you guys weren't happy when I killed him off. To be honest, I really think that that's the one mistake I've made in this series. I thought his character was really unique, and if there was a way that I could bring him back, I think I would. But unfortunately, we all know how that went, and now we've just got to we have to live with the consequences. That's you know, what we have to do. Zobi1 asks, what's the hardest part about creating a Crafting Dead episode? A lot of people ask me this, and I don't think a lot of people know exactly how much goes into these episodes. It's really confusing to get everything organized, be it the set, be it making sure everybody's on time for filming, and just getting everybody together in general. There are some episodes where there's 7 or 8 people in the video, and coordinating between all of those schedules and making the maps, it gets to be very, very complicated. But the hardest episode I've had to film, I would say probably the episode we just filmed for season 7, the finale. It was very, very complicated because there was a lot of action, there was a lot of really I don't want to spoil too much, but there was a lot of intense scenes that had to go a certain way for the episode to really work. So I'd say the episode that's getting uploaded on Sunday, that might be my hardest episode yet. Matthew Forbes asks, what can we expect from future episodes of The Crafting Dead? And are there going to be any special appearances? As far as future episodes, you guys can expect a few things. One, I'm gonna really try my best to make sure that these episodes end up at least 15 minutes long. I know that a lot of you guys don't like it when I make short episodes, and I hear you, I understand that, and that's something that I'm really gonna try hard to stick to going forward. Next, you can also expect that these episodes are gonna have a lot more action. I've actually been working really hard on Season 8 script. I wanna make sure that it's just right for you guys and that it has enough action and enough stuff that you guys are really expecting and that you really wanna see in this series. And I'd say third, the one other thing that you guys can expect is we are going to be revisiting past storylines. So, for example, Jess has gone off to find her father. We will be revisiting that storyline further down the line. Obviously, we can't do everything at once, but I am starting to pick little storylines from earlier in the series and bringing them back like I brought Red back for Season 7. That's all the questions I have for today. If you guys have your own questions, make sure to tweet them at me using the hashtag #TalkingCD, or leave them down in the comment section below. I'll be picking comments and tweets for next week's episode, so make sure to leave some good ones. As far as predictions go for Season 7's finale, I think we can safely say a few things. One, there is going to be some sort of conflict between Red's men and Nick's group. Obviously, Nick and his group are heading to the prison to free Ghetto. Something tells me that Red's men are not going to let them walk out the front door, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Also, we have to find out what's going to happen to Ghetto. He's in a really tough spot right now. He needs his Formula X to survive. He also needs to be rescued from the prison cell, which we still don't have the key for. So obviously there are a lot of untied loose ends in this video that are really hopefully going to be resolved in the coming episodes. So if you guys are excited for Season 7's finale, make sure you let me know down in the comments what you guys think will happen. If any of you guys are right, I might spotlight them in the next episode. That's gonna be it for this episode of Talking Crafting Dead. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a little bit different to write one of these videos. I've never done a video where I've actually had to shoot something in front of a camera with microphones and lights, and it's just all very different and new to me. So if you have any suggestions for what I can do better, what you'd like to see in this series, what you'd like to see happen in this series, let me know down in the comments. I'm always looking for suggestions, always looking for ways to improve, and I love hearing from you guys about both of those things. So with that being said, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out the Crafting Dead season finale this Sunday, and as always, my name's Barbarian. Peace out. And grab some popcorn because it's about to get juicy. Not juicy, we don't want to say juicy. The premiere episode. Now before we get into it, so that way there's at least Just gotta move the cat real quick.